Hey everyone, my name is Supreet Singh and we are four members in our group and we will talk about our project and what we have done in our project so far in this video. There are other three members in the group. Their name is Prabhjot Prabhjot Singh and Saransh Verma. I'm the team leader of the project and I'll discuss about the introduction of project and then I'll talk about what we have done so far in sprint 1. Let's talk about our project introduction. Our project name is House Rent Combined. So we are going to develop a website that going to help new immigrants who are coming first time in Australia to find out their first rental property so they can settle in Australia hassle free. There are a lot of other websites are there as well, so we are providing a unique experience to the immigrants so they can easily compare the property or they can easily find their suitable property which have all the amenity nearby like railway station and all these things. So we will provide the framework and the website will look like in real world. Let's talk about what we have done so far. We have done so far our first sprint. So first sprint is duration of 14 days and we cover two backlogs. First one is feasibility study and second one is coding language. So our sprint is starting from 11th August to 25th August 2019, and the first backlog feasibility study we had completed and the other one we are still searching on that thing and we are still finding much more about the coding language so we can compare and we can give a solid proof that this is the best language for our project, or in this language our project can be easily done. So I'll talk about my part, and my part is technical requirements to make any website feasible in the real world. We need four parameters to detect. First one is technical requirement and the other my friends will talk about that one by one. So I'll talk about technical requirements. First we need a domain name. So in the browser if we want to find any web page we should have domain name so we can search. So from where we can get domain name, there are different web hosting websites who give us domain name and who service us a space so we can save our web page or we can save our data over the cloud, so the other user who are connected to the internet they can use that domain name to find out what we have done in the web page. So to further development of the website we need a prototype designing tools. It can done with any Photoshop or any photo editor tool, or it can done in PDF as well. So then after that functionality, there are a lot of functionality that a website does, like search, like filter, sort, and so much thing. So we should have all the details about things what we are going to do and what our website will do. To give the real picture of our imagination pictures, we need a web developer who code for us and who give us a web page that what we want, and but they will work on our recommendations and that what language and what approach he going to be used, because we need or we need to fetch the data from different websites like White, Gold Key, your agent and many more other websites. So we need any web scraping tool or we need and web refreshing tool as well. So we can do refreshing with cron job, airflow and bash scripts. If we have a lot of data we can use data clearance tool as well. So far I have studied in my previous semester 2-3 subjects related to programming and leadership in projects, so that I can get all the technical requirements so we can fulfill it and we can get a real-time websites. So far we have done this backlog completed, and I'll talk about the backlog which is coding language. The part in the coding language user story what I'm going to discuss about PHP. PHP is hypertext preprocessor is a server-side script. scripting language designed for web developing. It's a general purpose language, and it is also open source. So if you want your website really fast and really accurate, so PHP I think the better options. But still, so far we need to tweak more about the languages so we can give proper knowledge, or we can give the proper evidence that this is the good language for our project. So far, we are going to develop the websites related to trivago.com. So those are the websites they use the API and they use PHP language to do to develop their website. So this is our research till now, and we are still progressing. And in the second and sprint, third sprint, we will discuss further more about our project. Thank you.
Myself Prabhjot Singh, and my task allocated is the operation of developing website. So various developing operations are website builders, WordPress, hiring a web designer, designing and building our website. So first one is website builder. In this website builder, there is just a drag and drop panel. So we have to just drag the data from here and there, and the website is already built. Next one is WordPress. In WordPress, all the coding is done in the background. We have to just fill in the blanks of the data. Next one is hiring a web designer, but this is the costliest option available for developing a website. So this is maybe avoided in the future for my project. Next one is designing and building our own website using any programming language like Python, JavaScript, HTML, etc. Lesson I learned, I got knowledge about different way to build our website for project as well as for future businesses. Gathering knowledge about different operation is already done, so this task is completed. After completing or building website, next important task is to fetch data from various different websites. As per my project, we are going to build a rental website, so we have to fetch data from various rental web platforms like Revite, YPA, LG Hooker. The first one is how to fetch the data. There is a web scraping tools. Web scraping tools are generally developed for extracting information from various websites, or maybe that may be available in structured or unstructured format. So why we done web scraping? It is done to collect data from for property comparison, or to extract the information of the owners of the rental property or the tenants who are going to hire the rental properties. So all these done is to compare the rental property prices, so they don't need to go to each and every website to property comparison. So I use my knowledge that I studied in previous subjects to how to various data analytic tools. So I use my knowledge to fetching data. So this task is also in progress. So next one is web scraping tools. There are various web scraping tools like import.io, webos, all these are tools available in the market. So the main problem is to find the suitable option for a rental website. The programming language that I search for is the JavaScript. So it is the only language that is supported by all major browsers. So there is no compilation needed in this language, even easy to debug and test. So next portion will be discussed by my friend.
Hi, my name is Saransh Verma. In our sprint 1, we had to accomplish the feasibility of a project. My contribution is to provide the legal requirements and the feasibility. Let's begin with the legal requirements for fetching data from others' website. The big question here is whether it's legal or illegal. Web scraping and crawling aren't actually illegal by themselves. After all, we can fetch data from our own website without any problem. But the problem arises when we scrap or crawl the website of somebody else without obtaining their prior written information and disregard their terms of service, then we are putting ourselves in a vulnerable position. And if we do so, we might have to face certain acts, and some of them are violation of Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, violation of Australian Penal Code, violation of Digital Millennium Copyright Act, breach of contract, trespass, and there are many others. Next, let's talk about some legal requirements for developing a website. To begin with, it needs to have a contact form. Well, when we are collecting personal information from the visitors, we need a privacy policy. A privacy policy simply states how we'll keep all the personal information safe and secure, that we'll not sell it without their permission. Second, it needs to have a disclaimer. When we link the other's website that make recommendations, offer advice, website disclaimer is required. We don't know the information we publish could be out of date sometimes, be misused or misinterpreted by the users and so on. So we should have at least one general website disclaimer on our website to protect our business. Third, we need to comply with the Australian consumer law. We have to post clear all the terms and conditions on our website. Well, these should include the refund policy. In our case, it could be bond and rent of the property without any hidden cost. Fourth, if we allow people to advertise on our website, then we need additional terms that will make the advertisers very clear to take the responsibility for any claim lodged against us for the advert product or services. Important thing to notice, if we have ads on our website that we don't actively manage, for example, Google ads on our website, then we don't need any additional terms or conditions for them. Next, if we allow third parties to market to our consumers, for example, if we share a consumer database with them, we need the specific permission from our customers. This can be done in the beginning when they are registering themselves with the help of tick boxes or consent fill-ups. Well, making it clear how we may use their information is very important, and this thing is known as active release. And this was all about the legal requirements that we'll require in the feasibility of our project.
Hi, my name is Prabhjot Kaur and I'm continuing with the feasibility study of our project. Here I would like to mention about the different dimensions of feasibility study user stories. First one is the project schedule, which play a very important role in project management. The success of any project depends upon project schedule. Here we have divided the list of activities and backlogs within our team members according to their knowledge. And there will be three sprints in our project. Firstly, we are working on sprint 1. As you can see in the Gantt chart, there is in sprint 1 we have divided different tasks among our different team members. So if I'll talk about the duration of our project is 80 days, but the only problem which is we are facing, that's as our project is moving forward, new backlogs and activities are increasing. So to overcome it, we have spared 4-5 days. So we will spend that days, we will use that days to overcome this problem. The next dimension is project budgeting. Budgeting is a financial part of project planning. In our project, there is no limitation of budget, so we can use any latest technology for the development of our website. Our only main focus is to satisfy our client by fulfilling their demands within the given time frame. And I use all this knowledge from my previous unit of this course, that was leadership in project management. That unit give me a lot of knowledge about everything regarding project management. And this part is almost completed. We have done this part. Now my next part is about the programming language, and we all are searching about the different languages which we will use for our website development. And here I have searched about the Python, which is an object-oriented programming language, very suitable for the rapid prototyping of complex applications. And it supports many operating systems, and it is also an interpreter language, and it is more productive than Java. And the Python is widely used in artificial intelligence, in natural language generation, neural networks, and other advanced fields of computer science.